Ratcliffe pushes to sign thrilling £200 million Man United targets for vastly reduced fees. Manchester United could sign Benfica talent Joao Neves and another highly rated European star this summer, though Sir Jim Ratcliffe will reportedly try to drive their price tags down. Man United's current crop of defensive midfielders includes Casemiro and Sofian Amrabat. However, both players have endured disappointing campaigns and are highly likely to depart Old Trafford when the season concludes. Amrabat will be allowed to return to parent club Fiorentina in the summer, as Man United will not take up their option to sign him permanently. Casemiro, meanwhile, is already on Man United's books, though that looks set to change in the near future. Following the Brazilian's disastrous performance at centre-back against Crystal Palace, pundit Jamie Carragher savagely labelled him embarrassing and said he simply must stop playing at the top level. Carragher suggested Casemiro could head to Saudi Arabia or MLS next, as he clearly does not have the legs to cut it in the Premier League anymore. Casemiro and Amrabat departing will leave space in the Man United squad for a new number 6 to arrive and partner Kobbie Mainoo. Benfica starlet Neves is understood to be a prime target for Ineos chief Ratcliffe. On Thursday, it emerged that Neves is a priority for Man United this summer as they hope to rejuvenate their midfield ranks. Man United transfers, Joao Neves, Antonio Silva both wanted. According to the latest reports emerging from Portugal, Man United are the best placed club to sign both Neves and his Benfica teammate Antonio Silva. Just like in midfield, Man United need to improve their defensive options, and Portuguese centre-half Silva has been earmarked as a top replacement for Rafael Varane. Ratcliffe has already held a meeting with super agent Jorge Mendes to discuss the pair. He has found out that Benfica rate Neves and Silva extremely highly and hope to receive an eye-watering £200 million through their potential sales. While Neves and Silva both have fantastic potential, they are only 19 and 20 respectively, so Man United feel that huge price tag is inflated. As such, Ratcliffe will try to drive Benfica down from their massive demands and sign the Portugal internationals for far cheaper. The reports do not mention an exact figure, but given how much Primeira Liga stars often go for, Man United may be hoping to do business at around £100 million, rather than £200 million. £100 million for Neves and Silva is still a lot of money, but Man United look set to save a huge amount on their wage bill when a host of players depart this summer. The likes of Christian Eriksen, Anthony Martial, Donny van der Beek, Johnny Evans and Anthony could all follow Casemiro, Varane and Amrabat out of the exit door. Frenkie de Jong transfer gets green light as Manchester United linked with double Dutch swoop. Man United were embroiled in a lengthy transfer battle for Barcelona midfielder Frenkie de Jong during Erik ten Hag's first summer window. Manchester United have reportedly been given the green light to re-enter the battle to sign Barcelona midfielder Frenkie de Jong this summer. According to El Desmarque, as many as 17 Barca players are on the transfer list for the upcoming window as Xavi eyes an overhaul to his playing squad. Among those at risk of leaving the Catalan club is de Jong, who was Ten Hag's first main target at United. The Reds were embroiled in a lengthy and ultimately pointless back and forth with Barca as they attempted to add the Dutchman to their ranks. Despite de Jong expressing on several occasions his desire to remain at his current club, United continued their pursuit before they admitted defeat. Casemiro was purchased instead, but it feels as though Ten Hag would still jump at the chance to bring de Jong to the Premier League. Previous targets Ronald Araujo and Robert Lewandowski are also on the list of at-risk players. Elsewhere, Inter could finally be resigned to selling Denzel Dumfries this summer. According to Gazzetta dello Sport, the Italian giants are willing to allow the Dutchman to leave the club at the end of the season, having not been able to extend his contract beyond 2025. This upcoming window is likely to be the last time that Inter will be able to gain anything more than a nominal fee for his services and are thus preparing for United to buy the player, according to the report. The 28-year-old can play as either a right-back or right-sided midfielder but has mainly been deployed in the latter position this campaign. Previously, the Milan club have been linked with a move for United defender Aaron Wan-Bissaka should Dumfries depart. It remains to be seen whether or not a swap deal could be arranged between the two clubs. Manchester United and Aston Villa chasing cut price Atletico Madrid left back. Manchester United and Aston Villa are interested in Atletico Madrid's Reinildo Mandava, considering summer moves for the left-back. The 30-year-old moved to Atleti from Lille in January 2022 and quickly became a regular in the first team until he suffered a serious knee injury in February last year. The cruciate ligament tear kept him out until November 2023, and he has managed just 7 La Liga starts this season. The Mozambique international is heading into the last year of his contract with Atletico Madrid, and interested parties are circling. The Sun reports that Manchester United and Aston Villa are keen on the fullback, with Italian giants Juventus also considering a bid. The report states that Atletico Madrid could let Reinildo go for as little as £8 million, representing something of a bargain and the possibility of bringing him in as a squad player rather than a nailed-on first choice. Manchester United have had serious fitness problems at left-back and may look to add some more cover to the injury-troubled pair of Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malaysia. Malaysia has not played a single match all season due to an ongoing knee injury, while Shaw has been limited to just 12 Premier League appearances. The likes of Diogo Dalot, Victor Lindelof and Sofian Amrabat have all filled in, but none are naturals in the position. Reinildo could help the Red Devils out at left-back, with a man from Mozambique explaining that he is not intimidated by reputation. "I'm a player who doesn't think about the other players, whether it's Vinicius or whoever. I face every player in the same way," Reinildo told the Mirror. "Obviously some are more aggressive, some you have to pay twice as much attention to because they are very fast, great players. But I'm not looking at their name, I do my work and I'm a defender. My job is to stop them. And that's what I'm going to try and do, like I do with all other players." It is inevitable, Gary Neville explains why Manchester United will start to win again. Man United are facing the prospect of their worst season in recent memory after an 18th defeat of the campaign at Crystal Palace. Gary Neville is convinced Manchester United will get it right, despite the prospect of their worst league season in 34 years. United have lost a Premier League era record 13 games this term and are 8th in the table, having gone out of Europe altogether before Christmas. A second successive All-Manchester FA Cup final on May 25 offers the chance to salvage silverware from the campaign in what could be embattled manager Erik Ten Hag's last game in charge. United have only won 4 trophies since their last championship in 2013, but Neville optimistically suggested an FA Cup triumph could signal a similar turning point to when United lifted it in 1990. That marked Sir Alex Ferguson's first trophy with the club in a season United ended in 13th and was the trigger for their eventual dominance of English football. "As sure as the sun will rise, Manchester United will start to win again," Neville said. "It's a fact. When that is, I don't know. It can be no guarantee, but I know that these things go in cycles. I lived my whole childhood watching Liverpool, Everton, and Arsenal win trophies, win the old Division 1, and was patient. I had to wait until I was 18, 19 when Manchester United first won a league title in my life, and then we won a load of league titles, and now we've not won one for 11 years. I know full well that in my lifetime, hopefully, Manchester United will win trophies, but they will win trophies again. We will get it right, just as Liverpool will, just as Arsenal will. You can't keep these great clubs down. I'm sorry, they are too big, they are too established, they've got a great history, they go through lean periods. Look, I hope in 3-4 weeks that this FA Cup final against Manchester City, which is such a tough game, we know how good City are, but if they can just defy the odds, who knows where that might lead to. You know, in 1989-90 Sir Alex Ferguson won an FA Cup that put belief into him, into a group of players.